Hey guys, this is Not Lambers of Invoked 101. Welcome back, and today we're taking a look at a live duel that I did down at Chaos Games. Feel free to check out the game store. It's probably the best game store in the area and the best one I've been to ever. Today we're looking at Battlewasp versus Odd Eyes. I'm playing Battlewasp, of course, with Alex playing Odd Eyes. I rolled a 7, and so does he, so we're going to have to re-roll for that one. This was we recorded this as the store was closing, but that doesn't take away from the fact that it was a pretty fun match overall. So he rolls higher, and he's going to make me go first. I'm going to draw my 5 cards to start out with. Battlewasp is a really fun deck. This is actually a different version from the one in my deck profile. So if you would like a link to to this version, I have a link that I can put in the description. Start out by special summoning Twinbow and normal summoning Sting, who's going to get me a search for another Battlewasp. Going to be Pin the Bullseye, because he can also special summon himself. I think if we could get an Insect Link 1, I think that would be pretty cool for this deck. I think that would definitely buff this deck. But I also think that they just need like a Rhoda card in general. So I'm going to link these two together, the Pin and the Twinbow, together for Great Fly. Really cool card for this deck. Very convenient that the Wind Link monster is Wind Insect. I'm going to use Revival Swarm to revive back the Twinbow and Synchro for 5. That's going to get me Azusa in... There you go, in defense mode. He's going to draw for his turn. And he's going to start by putting Odd Eyes Arc Pendulum in the scale, along with Duelist Alliance, to search out a new Odd Eyes card. It's going to be Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. Really cool card. Just allows you to trigger the Arc Pendulum Dragon in the end phase, even if you don't have something. So it does allow you to put up a board with just the Odd Eyes. Just the 2 Odd Eyes monsters, which is pretty interesting. He's going to set a card, and then go for the Odd Eyes. And it's right here that he switches to his end phase, popping the Odd Eyes to get not only a search for the, I think it's Noble Dragon is what he grabs off the Odd Eyes monster, and then, but Arc Pendulum, whenever a Odd Eyes monster or Odd Eyes card is destroyed, lets you special summon an Odd Eyes from the deck once per turn. So that's pretty cool. And he's going to get the Phantasma, which is the new manga promo Odd Eyes, and is super useful in the deck itself. So now it's going to go to my turn. I believe I already drew. So I'm just checking what's in my graveyard right now. Taking a look, I got a Pin, a Sting, and a Twinbow. But if you guys like the Battlewasp archetype, you can pick out the whole deck from Battles of Legend for dirt cheap. I'm going to normal summon Dart in defense mode, which is a bad part on me. I thought I could special summon Dart. I say normal summon, but so I know, and I even call myself out for it. I'm going to Synchro for 6, which is going to get me Halberd. And Halberd is really good. He's really cool. Allows you to have the attack of a monster that he battles. So, and right now he's at 3k because of the Great Fly. Phantasma I have to be careful about, and I ask him about like how it works, and he's like, yeah, it's only if it attacks. So because Halberd does the halving, and I just wanted to make sure I can do everything I want to do. So I attack into it, I do damage, and I chain the Azusa, which if you don't know, Azusa lets you do burn damage for the Halberd, and we get into this big thing because of the way that Halberd and Azusa work. So what will happen is that Azusa will come back, Halberd will do its damage for its burn damage, and then for 400, and then Azusa will burn for 25 because it burns for original Battlewasp attack. Which is what I explained to him when I pull out my phone. I don't think I'm doing it yet, but I think it's like right about here that I start. Yeah, right here I get out the phone so I can do the calculation for it all. Which takes a hot minute because I'm trying to explain how everything works and just get all my math right. so that's the end of that dispute. And I believe I am going to pass my turn, because I don't think I have anything else I can do, because there is no level 11 Battlewasp Synchro. Although I really wish there was. I wish that there was a level 11 Battlewasp. Or if I had the level 1, I could make the 12 potentially and shrink his thing even more. But I do not have a pin. So, but I did use Revival Swarm on Halberd, so he's unkillable by battle and card effect. He's going to put Persona Dragon in the scale. He's going to Pendulum Summon for 2 Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragons, one from extra, one from hand. He has an Odd Eyes Dissolver in his hand, and so he's going to link the 2 Odd Eyes away. And that's going to get him the Metal Foe. And then the Metal Foe is going to activate, where he puts 1 into his extra deck. It's going to be... Oh, I don't know what card that is. Oh, that's Odd Eye Synchron. Okay. Which, that's actually going to be the card that wins him this game. So he's going to activate Electromite's effect to pop a card. And then he's going to add the Odd Eye Synchron to his hand. And then that's going to proc a draw and a summon off the Arc Pendulum. Or a draw off the Electromite and a summon off the Arc Pendulum. So... And that's going to get him... Oh, I forget who he summons here. I don't think it's Phantasma. But it could be, for all I know. No, it's Phantom. Yep. There it is. That's right. Summons Phantom Dragon. Very interesting card that I'm going to have to ask... That I ask him about in the same match, but a later game. So he's going to special summon the Noble Dragon by targeting the Phantom, synchroing them together for the Meteor Burst. There it is. And then he's going to put Synchron in the scale. And Synchron has the ability to turn any dragon you control into a level 1 tuner. So he's going to turn the Lancer into a level 1 tuner and make Crystal Wing. And that Crystal Wing is what's going to win him the game here. Unfortunately, it's a 3500 Crystal Wing because I have Great Fly, which is bad for me, but awesome for him. I actually don't think I have anything that can swing over the Crystal Wing. I have some stuff that can negate it, but not here. So he's going to swing into Halberd. Halberd doesn't die because of my Revival Swarm, but I still take damage, which is going to be 3500 points because Halberd is a level 6, meaning Crystal Wing's effect procs. So we were just talking about the damage, because I did not know that I forgot that Crystal Wing was a wind monster at this point. Forgot I had Great Fly. I thought Great Fly was just an insect link at this point. Then he's going to swing into the Azuzo, who's banished because I special summoned her using her own effect. And then he's going to pass turn for me. So I'm going to draw. Going to MST the face down. Or the Arc Pendulum, sorry, not the face down. And I believe one of the last cards in my hand is a Primitive Butterfly, so I can't really do anything with the Primitive. And the other one is a Dart, so a Dart and a Primitive Butterfly. I'm going to take Halberd, and I'm going to swing over the Metal Foe, and then I'll chain Dart to its to give it more burn damage. Because Battlewasp shockingly are a burn deck, which I was not expecting. I was not expecting a burn deck. I was thinking more synchro spam, which they still are a synchro spam deck. And thank God they don't lock you into synchro monsters. They lock you into insect monsters, which is a lot nicer of a clause than a specific kind of extra deck monster. But yeah, I know I don't have this one right here because I didn't have like any kind of monster or protection or anything like that, and that Crystal Wing was going to do more damage to me than I wanted. So he's going to Odd Eyes Fuse, which is going to get him a new monster using the Dissolver and and an Odd Eyes. He gets him, I believe that's Rune Eyes. And Rune Eyes has the ability to attack 3 times on monsters with 3,000. So he's going to kill Great Fly. Great Fly is going to pick up a card. I believe it's Sting. Yep. Sting the Poison. And then he's going to attack Halberd for 500. So he's done 16 damage. And then he does a whopping 3,000 damage with the Crystal Wing, which is going to be game. So I'll see you guys in game 2. Alex takes game 1 with Odd Eyes. Alright, so now we're back. We're doing game 2, and Alex is going first, starting with that Sky Iris, which is an amazing card. He's going to Soul Pendulum and put Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon in the scale, and he pops it with Sky Iris to get the Odd Eyes Arc Dragon. So he's going to pop the Arc Dragon in the scale, and he's going to pass to me. So I'm going to start with Primitive Butterfly, an awesome card to add to this deck. Special summoning itself, because I control no monsters. Going to 1-for-1, discarding Sting the Poison to special summon out a new monster, which is going to be Pin the Bullseye. I just note that because Pin is the best one to special summon off of it. You can't see it because of the glare, but that is indeed Pin. It does not help that the card sleeves are super shiny, and the vast majority of this deck is ultra rare. So I'm going to use Primitive Butterfly's effect to buff all my insects by 1 level. Normal summoning Arbalest to special summon back Sting, and then Sting's effect lets me search any Battlewasp monster from my deck. So Arbalest is a revival, and that's going to get me Twinbow the attacker, who has 2 attacks and can special summon himself, but locks you into insects for the rest of the turn. So he's really cool. Really cool deck when it actually does do stuff like this. It can very quickly overwhelm the opponent with monsters. So I'm going to link for Great Fly, of course. And because I have a level 8 on board, I'm going to sync for it. And that's going to get me the new Synchro monster, or I guess the one that we didn't see last game, Hama, the Conquering Bow. A very cool card. Then I'm going to special summon Twinbow, who is now sitting at 15. I'm just going to start poking. And there's actually a funny moment coming up, so I'm just going to cut my audio and you guys can listen to it. 28? Yep. Or 32? Or 33?
Yeah.
And then 15?
Yep. Almost
15.
Oh, he can attack
He
twice.
hits twice.
That's right, he can attack.
But Twinbow swung one more time with 15 for game, which Twinbow at 1500, if you've cleared their board, is a direct 3,000 damage, which is pretty cool. Anyways, I'll see you guys in game 3. I take game 2. Alright, so we're drawing our 5, and we actually just got talked to the store owner because like I said, we did film this around closing, and so they were trying to get closed up, but we asked them if it was okay to finish our game, and they said yeah. So I'm going to start with special summoning Primitive Butterfly in setting 1. I'm going to activate Butterfly's effect to buff it by 1 level. Special summoning Twinbow, normal summoning Sting, and Sting is going to get me a search for Pin. So I got my tuner, I got 2 special summon guys on the board, so I can definitely make a board with at least 1 Link monster and a Synchro for plays. I do hope Battlewasp get a Link monster, and it really doesn't need to do anything aside from special summon when this card's Link summon, special summon a Battlewasp from the graveyard. Really only needs to do that. So I'm going to Synchro for Hama, and that's my turn right here. I'm just reading Hama because I didn't really read him last time, I just made him to swing. I know that he's very battle heavy focused, but he has a burn effect that I wanted to see if I could activate on turn 1 to burn 4,000. But he has to go into the battle phase to do it. So I'm going to pass turn, and Alex is going to draw for his card. Getting out Sky Iris super early, and the Arc Pendulum. He's going to use Sky Iris to pop the Phantasma Dragon, and that's going to get him not only a search, but a special summon. Super cool interaction between the Sky Iris and the Arc Pendulum. The Arc really does run the deck, and it's incredible that it wasn't released earlier, although had it been released earlier, Odd Eyes probably would have been a bit of a powerhouse deck. Even when it did come out, I think it saw a lot more play. But now they have Phantasma, which he's going to special summon, and he's going to put another Phantasma in the scale, so he has all three of them in play currently. He's going to Pendulum Summon for the Phantom Dragon. So I have one set, and then I have Hama and Greatfly. He has to kill Greatfly before he can kill Hama, because Hama is at 33. So he's going to swing into the Greatfly. Greatfly's effect is going to activate, which gets me back. I believe I'm going to go for Twin Bow here. That was either Twin Bow or Sting. I didn't get a good look at it. And so then so I was like, so damage for 600, and then he's like 24, and I was like, what? So I have to read the Phantom Dragon. Pass it back, and I'm like, yep, that's fine. So now my Hama can be destroyed, so he swings, and I flip over Fiendish Chain. You can't see it, but that it is a Fiendish Chain, which is why Hama still lives. So he's gonna Link, and he's gonna try to get some stuff out. He's already Pendulum Summoned this turn, mind you. And I ask him real quick if the Arc is once per turn, and he's like, yes, it is once per turn, so don't have to worry about that. He's going to put Persona Dragon to the extra deck. And here's where we both kind of mess up, because the store was like closing. He picks up Persona from his extra deck, and I don't call him on it. He just straight up adds it to his hand from his extra deck. Oh wait, I think that's Phantasma's effect, actually. I think Phantasma's a Oath Dragon. So, sorry. Yeah, so he doesn't mess up. I actually misplay, because I was getting a little anxious. And because I knew the store wanted to close, I wanted to finish up as fast as possible. On my turn. So, he's going to draw his card off of the Metal Foe. And he is going to... So he put Persona in the scale because he thought he could special summon it, because I Fiendish Chained something. But because Persona Dragon says if your opponent targeted an Odd Eyes card this turn, you can special summon it from the Pendulum Zone, except it says while this card was in the Pendulum Zone. So I'm going to activate Summoning Swarm, which this is where I misplay. I summon 2. He only controls 1 monster, but I summon 2 cards from the graveyard. That's my fault. One of which is Sting, which gets me Arbalest. So I did kind of cheat here. Although even if so, I still would have got Sting. Sting would have got Arbalest and made a similar board. Arbalest is going to no, that's Twin Bow right there. That's not Arbalest. We're going to Synchro. I picked up Twin Bow last turn off the Greatfly, so I still had that in my hand. Make the Greatfly. The only card I would not have would be Pin. And then I'm going to normal summon Arbalest, which is going to get the Twin Bow back. And I take a while deciding on what I want, because I'm trying to think of the best Synchro play here. I'm like thinking with all the levels. So stuff like I'm thinking like, what would happen if I summon Pin? What would happen if I summon Twin Bow? Should I summon Twin Bow? And eventually, yes, I decide on Twin Bow. And I pick attack position before I put my graveyard down. I'm going to Synchro for 6. So now I just have to swing over the Metal Foe with the Greatfly, and I will have over 9,000 damage on board. So I swing for 100. And then I swing for 33 with the Hama. Hama's effect to burn. Oh wait, no, Hama doesn't get the burn effect. Swing with Halberd, and then Halberd will burn for 2, 4, 6. And then that is game with the Twin Bow. So anyways, tell me what you guys thought in the comments below of this live duel. I know that I did kind of misplay and kind of cheat there in the last game. But let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. While you're down there in the description, there's a link to our Patreon, our Discord, and our Teespring if you feel like checking any of those out. And I will see you guys in the next video.